Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to play a game of NBA 2K20, and today we have the All-Decade 60 team represented by the Boston Celtics versus the All-Decade 70s team represented by the Knicks. So we have the 60s versus the 70s here. Alright, who's going to win? Let's find out.
And a view of the skyscrapers of Midtown Manhattan from... And now, a look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Friday, they'll host the New York Knicks. And now, the opening lineup for Boston. West is out there with Jones. Then there's Chamberlain. Then it's Lucas. And it's Baylor in at the small forward. And for the Knicks, he's out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Frazier. And it's Havlicek in at the 3 spot. Frazier, the pass to Hayes. Over West. Misses off the left iron.
Well, hard to find a team more iconic in the NBA than the New York Knicks. They are a premier brand.
Greg, this is absolutely true. This is an organization that has played a few games in London that have helped them, and it hasn't seemed to matter that the team has struggled for an extended period of time. They remain a major media presence in a major market. The NBA is better when the New York Knicks are a factor. This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Jones against Thompson. The pass to Lucas, the 17-footer. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Here is Havlicek following the bucket by the Celtics. Back to Frazier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. And it's Havlicek missing. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's West. And no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Frazier scanning the floor. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Thompson outside. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar. It's double team. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And while we've got this moment here now, let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Now, here is Chamberlain. He's coming off a 10-point game against Toronto.
And don't forget about the 2 blocks. He really changed the game for his team on the defensive side. Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Frazier, the pass to Hayes. What do you think it's like for a team coming into a new season with a new head coach?
You know what's fascinating to me is each individual organization, Kevin, seems to have their own vernacular, their own verbiage to describe their system. So with a new coach, number 1, he's putting in a system. Number 2, the guys are trying to familiarize themselves with his language. Not only the X's and O's, but how does he communicate it?
And yeah, right. That's a good point. The delivery of the message is sometimes as important as the X's and O's.
No doubt.
And the Celtics looking to bounce back and make another deep playoff run.
And I think, Greg, they certainly have the talent to do it. This is a team that remains on the upswing. They have draft picks and assets. I think they are well positioned for the future.
Here's Kuzma. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Boston, no good that time either.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Havlicek. Poke loose. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Russell, he's checked in for Boston. Robertson comes in for Jones. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Kuzi passes to Robertson. Here's Baylor. The Knicks pull it in. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
Two division rivals facing off tonight. They'll see one another 4 times this season. Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And the Celtics with possession here, following the score by New York. Robertson against Maravich. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Knicks with possession here. The Knicks leading by 3. .104 left in the first quarter. And it's good from the elbow.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
Kuzi passes to Robertson. Shoots over Maravich. The shot by Robertson, no good. Knicks have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Robertson against Maravich. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the right side. Here's Barry. The shot's good on the assist by Maravich.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
So for New York, their last game, a win against the Nets.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
From deep three-point range, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's New York bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
We've got Barry, also Walton out there, and it's Cowens in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group New York will start the second with. So it's the Knicks now. Walton dishes to Maravich. Back to Walton. New York moving it around. Here's Barry. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. To the middle. Here's Reed. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And now, in his second year of coaching the Knicks, David Fizdale putting more of a stamp on this team, changing the mindset of the franchise.
Well, the New York Knicks hired David Fizdale to steer the ship with a group of young players. And I want you to think back to where he earned his stripes. That was with the LeBron James and Dwayne Wade championship Miami teams. So he knows culture and he knows winning.
I tell you, Kuzi is pretty crafty down there on the block, has that sense of how to score in traffic.
Archibald, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Archibald's got his second basket of the night.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Robertson outside. And it's Cowens with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And stolen by Russell. Robertson right side. Can't cash in from close range.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
John Havlicek on the wing. Defended by Jones. Here's Frazier. Offensive rebound. Knocked away. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Robertson's shot is off.
Boy, they can't cut into this lead with him going stone cold and only so much time to turn it around.
Here's Frazier. He can't hit that time. And the Celtics going the other way now. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt. They came in as the favorite, seemed to lose their confidence down the stretch, started to play tight, and let that one slip away.
Yeah, easy call.
Celtics have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And he makes the first.
Well, you knew the Knicks were going to try and make a huge splash over the summer in free agency.
But you know this, Greg. Sometimes you swing hard at the pitch and you miss. And that's one of the problems of putting all your eggs in the free agency basket.
Boston making a switch here. Chamberlain's checked in. Pass to Cowan. Pass to Havlicek. The pass to Cowan. 5 to shoot. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Here's Hayes. 11 points for him in that last game against Brooklyn.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
Pass to West. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. That one drops. He ties it up. Of course, if I were to ask you right now in the league, who has the most unstoppable shot, who would you tell me?
You know what's interesting, Kevin, is I wonder if in the long view of history, James Harden's step-back three will become sort of an identifiable shot with him, the way the sky hook was with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Right?
Yes.
Like, you wonder, does that become a signature play for James? It certainly is something that's darn near impossible to stop right now.
He kicks to Chamberlain. Passes it to Pettit. Pass to Robertson. Floats one. 2 points. That one goes. Robertson's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
And the painted area is where Robertson can destroy you. He's just too strong and too skilled.
Inside. Rebound by the Celtics.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
They grab their own miss. West misses.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Frazier against West. The 15-footer. Shot by Frazier, no good. A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few minutes.
West finds Jones. Over Havlicek. Jones, no luck.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, he sees the play developing, takes care of his responsibility. Just terrific job defensively.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Well, the Celtics shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jerry West. Jones has got the lead up to 2 now for the Celtics. West against Maravich. Just 5 on the clock. Over to the left wing. Archibald gets the three-pointer to fall. Archibald's got 5 points now this quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. New York holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They lead by 1. And that.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And so it's Frazier who'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. It's a 1-point game.
And Kevin, last season there were a couple of glaring deficiencies for the Celtics. I thought they had a problem with shot selection. Too often I thought they settled for pull-up jumpers. They did not exploit their length to get into the paint, nor did they exploit their ability to get to the free throw line. And ultimately that really cost them.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. We've got Chamberlain. West is out there with Jones. Then it's Bailey. And it's Lucas in at the 4. West, that's good.
And how about the lift West gets on his shot? Leaning back just a touch. Very difficult to contest.
And it's Havlicek missing. And with the Celtics last season, Doris, the league's lowest rate of free throws attempt and bottom 7 in offensive rebound.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They had a couple of players coming off of surgeries, knee troubles. Sometimes that can make you hesitant to mix it up on the interior. But boy, if you want to win, you've got to get to the free throw line and you've got to get to the offensive glass.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Second half rolling along now, about a minute played here. Oh, good on that one. And the Celtics going the other way now. Outside, Jones kicks it to West. Back to Jones. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Hayes throws it down. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Now the pass to West. Over Thompson. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Thompson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Will Chamberlain picks one up.
And as good as he's been in the NBA, we're looking at one of the greatest college players of all time. Thompson at NC State was a beast. The Wolfpack were dominant when Thompson was there.
Reedy's checked in for the Celtics. And he can't hit the second. Of course, you and I were just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. Jones kicks it to West. There's the three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Hayes. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Frazier. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Robertson passes to Baylor. Back to Robertson. Nice ball movement by Boston. Reed misses.
And you know, you can't impact the shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Archibald. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Willis Reed.
Yeah, and nobody represents the little guy in the NBA better than Nate Tiny Archibald. But forget about the nickname and understand that Tiny plays a big role on any team he's a part of.
The Knicks making a switch here. Walton's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Russell's checked in.
And the Celtics last season mourning the passing of the great John Havlicek.
You know, Greg, he spent his entire career with the Celtics. He won 8 titles along the way. He was known as one of the great competitors and a class individual. His legacy undoubtedly will live on.
And, you know, beyond all the things Baylor gives you, he's an entertainer out on the floor. The acrobatics we see, something spectacular from this guy almost every game.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Well, you think back to last season for the New York Knicks, worst team in the league. They could muster only 17 wins. But let's be frank here. This is an organization who knew the rebuild would be a process.
Here's Archibald. 9 points in the game so far. From the arc. A rebound by Bill Russell. And for the Knicks, they knew this is part of their rebuilding process.
And I think, Kevin, they made the most of their down year. This is an organization that hit the reset button with the Porzingis trade. But the one positive is I think they found several role players they might be able to utilize in the coming years.
Pettit, good.
And points in the paint are a sure thing when Pettit's on the floor. He's just got too much game down low. He may not have the bulk of some of the other guys, but it doesn't matter.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. The shot by Collins, no good. The Celtics with the lead. Robertson passes to Pettit.
Well, the Knicks knew that offense would be an area for improvement coming into the season.
Well, Greg, they were dead last in offense in several metrics last year, most notably field goal percentage. So some of it is personnel, some of it is shot selection. Well, the big expectations for the Celtics going into last season never translated to the success many thought they would have. The vast majority of experts predicted that the Celtics would be in the NBA Finals. They were unequivocally, I think, the most disappointing team in the league. They just couldn't put the pieces together.
The Knicks have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Passes it to Maravich. There's 1:17 left to play in the third. And it's sent back by Robertson. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. It's Maravich on the wing, covered by Robertson. 3 on the clock. On deep. Bill Russell grabs the miss. And Doris, the depth of talent for the Celtics. In the end, it was their undoing.
100% right, Kevin. Too many players were unhappy about their roles. Too many guys felt like they could be doing more and could never adjust. As a group, trying to stay upbeat and connected with that amount of talent proves something the Celtics were incapable of doing. It draws more attention to the Warriors' sustained success. Their ability to make all that talent work was impressive.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for New York. Chamberlain's checked in for the Celtics. 35 seconds left to play in the third. Archibald passes to Maravich. To stop the run. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Maravich has got his second bucket of the night.
Really off on his shooting, just 20% this period. Looks like he's getting a bit frustrated.
Here's Kuzi. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Good on the triple. Kuzi's got the lead up to 7 now for the Celtics. And so it's Boston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And New York, looking at who they've got. Barry is out there with Walton. Then there's Maravich. Then it's Kareem, and it's Archibald in at the point.
And Kevin, after being unable to find the net in the first half, they sure seem to be a different team here in the second.
Pass to Barry. Some nice passing by New York here. Now here's Walton. He kicks to Maravich. It's deflected. No good from Abdul-Jabbar. Celtics leading by 9. Baylor with the ball. Teardrop shot. Abdul-Jabbar with the block.
And beyond the obvious physical skills, Kareem just has a great understanding for the game. Times his move perfectly to get that shot.
Elgin Baylor on the wing. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage. And so here is New York. They trail by 9 points. And there's the pass to Frazier. Shot clock at 5. Hayes trying to break free. A nice shot by Frazier.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
West kicks to Lucas. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to West. Let's go. And that one is off. And New York the other way now. Thompson in the corner. Drops in the layup for 2. Now just a 5-point Celtic lead.
And remember, Havlicek was a highly recruited quarterback, so you see his passing ability on that one.
Chamberlain, the pass to Jones. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the Celtics, Brad Stevens, one of the youngest head coaches in the league and also one of the more respected.
And Greg, I was surprised that he didn't get any Coach of the Year votes 2 seasons ago. Think about it. The Celtics overcame injury to make the Eastern Conference Finals. Last season, he admitted his most trying in the 12 years as a coach. Boy, he is looking to get them back on track.
He hits both from the stripe.
Oh, the lightning quickness, the cool demeanor. Just no one works harder at the game of basketball than Jones. He's always in shape and always ready to make a play. And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Havlicek against West. Havlicek the pass to Hayes. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Passes to Jones. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jones has got 4 this quarter.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Havlicek with it. Baylor picks him up. Havlicek dishes to Hayes. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Now West. Outside Baylor. The shot's good on the assist by West. West has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And stolen by Chamberlain. High arcing shot and the layup good by West. West has got the lead up to 14 now for Boston.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Pass to Frazier. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They lead by 12. 1:22 left here in the 4th quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Jerry West.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. 1:12 left in the 4th quarter. Down low, West with the steal.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Boston.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these 2 teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And he knocks down the first one.
And you look at all the things this man brings to the game. The focus, the resolve, a winner's mindset. I mean, there's a reason why they call him the logo.
So New York ends up going with the new group. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Here's Archibald. A 3 ball. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
I think they could have gotten a better look right there. And he just a little over anxious, I think, to get that shot off.
West outside. Here is Cunningham. Maravich defending. Cunningham gets the bucket. And the Celtics lead by 18.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance.
All right, looks like the 1960s team won over the 1970s team. That's pretty interesting. Okay, let's look at the box score here. So the 60s team, we got Jerry West, the player of the game, 1633. Elgin Baylor, Sam Jones, Bob Cousy, Bob Head, Oscar Robertson, Lucas, Willis Reed, Cunningham, Wilt, Russell, and he only played 1 minute. DeBuscher, Bing only played 1 minute. All right. Let's look at the 70s team. Got Frazier, 11, Tommy Archibald, David Thompson, Hondo, Big E, Pistol, Barry, Kareem, Walton, Cowens, Unseld played 1 minute, Gilmore only played 1 minute, and McAdoo didn't play. Alright. Anyways, guys, yeah, the 60s team won against the 70s team, interestingly enough.